Hello, this is Brother Sherman Cox, soulpreaching.com. I want to thank you for coming and looking at this video. I wanted to do a short video on an important tool in the sermon construction process, and that important tool is the hymnal. Just your hymnal. In fact, go get you a number of hymnals from different denominational traditions and different from different locations and different places. Why? Because it's going to provide a look at your text that you are exegeting, that you are trying to understand, that you're creating a sermon out of. It's going to provide a view of the text from a particular perspective. I've talked about it in the full sermon construction process, where you at soulpreaching.com and in other places that you look at the text from the perspective of the biblical scholar. You're going to look at what the scholars have said about it. You're going to look at what the original text has to say about it. You're going to look at it from that perspective. You're also going to look at it from the perspective of what the commentators, what other commentators have said about this particular text. As you're going to look into various commentaries, you're also going to look at the text from what other preachers have said about the text. This is after you dug into the text and to see what the text is saying, then you're going to consult other people. And so you're going to consult, you definitely consulted scholars, you consulted the commentators, preachers. What have other preachers preached on this particular subject? This is as we, again, I've talked about this in the four waves of biblical interpretation. You've already done your look at the text. You've already dug into what the text is saying, but you're also looking at what others have to say. During that particular phase, you definitely want to look and see what the songwriters have said about your text. And what am I talking about? Well, the hymnal provides a perfect way for you to look at what the songwriters have said throughout history. The hymnal is going to provide you with an index. Many hymnals have an index, a theme index. So you've got a theme for your sermon. Now you're going to look it up. Here's a number of hymns that are related to that particular uh, theme or scriptures. You got a scripture that you're going to preach. Look it up in your hymnal. There ain't no reason for you not to look it up in your hymnal and see what scripture, what hymns are related to that particular sermon. This is going to be invaluable material. Sometimes it's in the celebratory material. Sometimes it is in illustration kind of material. That kind of angle, that kind of aspect to the interpretation in the presentation of your particular sermon. So yes, look at your hymnal. Go grab your hymnal. Some of y'all probably thinking, man, I already know that. But somebody didn't think to get their hymnal out. Get their hymnal out. Get your hymnal out and think specifically, preacher, about how you're going to put that into your sermon. And that's going to really make make a dent into the heart of the hearer when they're hearing the song, even if you're just quoting the lyrics. Or if you're musically inclined, go head on and sing it if you feel like singing it. Again, this is Brother Sherman Cox, soulpreaching.com. Come on over to soulpreaching.com. Download our free ebook, 7 Steps to an Effective Sermon. God bless you and keep on preaching.